Alright, so we're about to start the second round draw for Westchester and Wilmington. So Justin's going to draw the eggs. We'll announce the names and put them up there for the next round matchups.
Drawing first will be Wilmington, Delaware. First person, Dan Pell. He will be going up against Ski Pole Kevin. Next matchup will be Michelle Pell. She will be facing Crystal Kimball.
Give me a second here. I put these on the wrong place. Crystal Kimball.
Correct. Third matchup will be Matt Chrisman. He will be facing Eugene the Flyers fan. And the last matchup in Wilmington, Delaware, Jacob Van Wasted.
Who will Jacob be taking on?
He will be going up against his brother, Zach Van Drunk. I was waiting for something like that. Next is going to be Westchester.
For real this time.
For real this time. First one, Chris Mercury. He will be facing Tom Powell.
Ooh.
Next matchup, Mike Ray. Will be facing Brendan Mulligan. Third matchup, Rob Mastromarino will be facing TJ Farley. And then the final matchup for the Westchester bracket, Dave Wren will be going up against Nil DeLuca. So that concludes our second round draw for Wilmington and Westchester. We'll be back in a bit for the Irish Mile and Franklin's Tavern draw. And we're back to the 2012 Bearfight Brigade Winter Classic Bearfight Tournament. At this time we're going to do the draw for the Irish Mile in South Jersey and Franklin's Tavern in East Falls and Philly. So we will begin with South Jersey, and here we go.
Alright. First person in South Jersey will be Chris Harris. And Chris will be competing against Joe Rad. Our next matchup will feature Julian Pacquiao. And Julian will take on Barry Evans. Match number 3 will have Earl Garner. And Earl will be facing Jesse Lawrence. Our final matchup for the second round for the South Jersey bracket will have Scott Richards And Scott will face John DeCrisco, which I know I just mispronounced.
Again.
And now our Philadelphia bracket. Our first matchup will be Jack Craighead and Jack will take on Lucas Murray. Next up we will have Travis Rigo. Travis will compete against Eric Endricat. Our third match for the second round in Philly will have Simo Dallas and Simo will face Jamie Husvar.
Ho ho ho. Scranton v. Scranton.
Our final matchup for Philadelphia will have Andrew Morgan and Andrew will be taking on Corinne Murray. And that concludes our second round draw for New Jersey and Philly. Second round is at Help Kick Hunger on the 21st at McFaddens at the ballpark in Philadelphia. I think that's pretty much it. So good luck to everyone.
Yeah, tell everyone you know, come out, show your support for your bracket, your region. It's going to be fun. Have a good night.
All right, welcome back, even though we said goodbye before. All right, so for the next round at Help Kick Hunger, to expedite the process of getting everything underway, we're going to draw the order of the matches right now, so you guys are going to know way in advance when you're going. For the next round, the bear fights start at 8:30. We have 8:30 to 9:30. That is our allotted time to get all these matches in. So please show up no later than 7:30. Come check in with us so we're all set to go. Since we're all going to be in Philly, all four regions, we gave each region a number and each region a letter, and each match has a number. So Irish Mile is Region A, Franklin's is B, Blarney Stone is C, and Stoney's is D. So we're going to get this going. Our first matchup will be C3, which is Robert Mastroimino versus TJ Farley. Our next matchup will be D3, which is Matt Chrisman versus Eugene Rapinski. I'm an idiot.
Oh, we need to mention that we literally just came from the opening round of Jersey and Philly, so...
Yeah, so you have to bear with us. Yeah. C2, Mike Ray versus Brendan Mulligan. Followed by B2, Travis Rigo versus Eric Endricat. B3, which is Simo versus Jamie. D4, Jake Von Wasted versus Zach Von Drunk.
We got 6.
Yeah, that was your job to keep track of.
Dude, I didn't watch Sesame Street today.
Matchup number 7.
Here you go.
D2, which is Michelle Pell versus Crystal Kimball. Our 8th matchup, C4, Dave Wren versus Neil DeLuca. Was that 8?
Yeah, that was 8.
Matchup 9, A4, Scott Richards versus John. C1, matchup 10. Chris Mercury versus Tom Powell. D1. Dan Pell versus Ski Pole Kevin. A2. Julian Pacquiao versus Barry Evans. B4, which is Andrew Morgan versus Corinne Murray. A3.
You sunk my battleship.
A3 is Earl Garner versus Jesse Lawrence. Match number 15 for the night will be A1, Chris Harris versus Joe Rad. And the final matchup for the Help Kick Hunger event will be B1, which is Jack Craighead versus Lucas Murray. Remember, please try to get there by no later than 7:30. Sign in with us. We have that 8:30 to 9:30 window to do all this in.
Yeah. From 8 to 10 is the $10 Bearfight window. So, like you said, we can't stress it enough. Be on time. Philly, that's for you.
Jack, that's especially for you.
Yeah. Yeah, we just really want to keep the ball rolling so we don't get in trouble. All right. Thank you. And have a great evening.